All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Power Pack Proactive Protection Vodcast with your host, Lenette Hillian, who's,
Hi,
who's,
y'all.
who's ready to give you some Thanksgiving wisdom today or so. And today's topic is being thankful and protecting who matters. All right. Yes. And so we're thankful for you all out there for tuning in and got any questions or comments. Feel free to definitely indulge and let's have a conversation. How you doing there, Lynette? How's everything?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah, just doing all right, recuperating a little bit, that root canal. But hey,
Yeah.
yeah, hey, other than that, hey, I'm ready for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, don't let it stop you. Don't let a root canal stop. Just eat on the other side.
And on the other side, all
You're
right.
able
I'll keep
to.
that in mind. Yes, man. All
Don't
right.
let it stop you.
Oh, I sure won't. I sure won't. Definitely. So yes, so again, being thankful and protecting who matters. All right. Hey, how are we gonna tie this in today? Thanksgiving and proactive protection.
How about that? Different way of looking at it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, happy Thanksgiving Eve to everyone. I'm sure we're getting ready to enjoy tomorrow. We're cooking and we're preparing for our loved ones to come in and just being together and being thankful for being together. And so the whole premise of this podcast is being thankful and protecting who matters. So, in time with that, I know you think this is a time of family, this is a time of reflection. And why not think about as you're with your family members and you cherish those times with them about, I'm thankful for them. And as we go forward from this point, that what am I going to do or what can I do to make sure they're protected now and in the future? So, in having it's really a time of reflection, is what it is. And I know some of us, we don't, for example, this time of the year is not particularly something that's easy for me, being that uh, around this time, some years ago, that my father passed and he died. So it's not an easy time. And I understand that because we all don't necessarily have those that we can get together with. They may be friends, they may be, those who, some family member, maybe they're not able to be in town. But still, in saying that, I'm very thankful that, for example, when we talk about being thankful for the opportunity to be able to talk with you about the importance of protecting your families and your loved ones. It's very essential, and I've told you this before. It's very near and dear to me because it's important. And then my own experience with those that are have died, and where the proactive protection was it was essential and crucial. And not just in the sense that those who have died, but also in those who are living. And that could be you, it could be your children, it could be your grandchildren, nephews, nieces, whomever is very near and dear to you. And so, with that being said, we want to keep that at the forefront, that as we enjoy this time with them and how precious it is to us and to them as well, that we have a dialogue. Not necessarily, I mean, I'm not saying that it just depends on your comfortability about, talking about, we're here together, we love each other, and we want to protect our futures and secure those financially. So, what better way for us to do that? And let's have a conversation about how we could possibly do that. So, and I know it's a great time to just enjoy those times with family, but also this could be the catalyst to lead into talking about how can I protect those I love and who love me and protect their financial futures. So this could just be the catalyst. I'm not saying doing it at the dinner table. That depends on your comfortability. It depends on that. Me, that would be something I would talk, just say, I love you. And just in reflecting and thinking about, from this point and in the future, even tomorrow. It doesn't have to be something that's far off. It could be just thinking about, just making sure that if something were to happen to me, that I would know, I would have be confident and know that you would be provided for financially. So that is simple. It's not. I didn't say anything. Did I say anything about? I didn't say anything about death. I did not say anything about, should I die? None of that. That's not how I approached it, because remember what I said. Proactive protection is from birth until death, the whole lifespan. So I understand what people think when they say Thanksgiving. We're talking about enjoying in life. And yes, but it's also a time of reflection and remembering those who love us and who we love dearly. So it's not, I know people might not want to talk about that at all. But again, as I said, I did not say anything about death. And I did not say anything about, when you die, anything surrounding that. Just nothing surrounding that. It's just that you love them and it's a time of reflection. And you're reflecting on that because you love them and care about them.
That's good right there, definitely. Because yeah, yeah. Sorry, got some noise in the background, but yeah, it's just that we have to have that time of reflection
Mhm.
and to make the most of the time that we have with them because we never know. All right,
Mhm.
and tomorrow's not promised to anybody or the next minute
Right,
or so. So,
right, right.
but yeah, yeah, that was very good what you said on there, and yeah, I can relate to. For us, this is my first um Thanksgiving without my mother. So,
Right, right.
mhm.
And yeah, it's not easy for people. And I wanted to say that, that you don't reflect on, and it's also a time of reflection with those that are not here either, and just how you love them, how you loved and they cared for you. And that too is important because you're thankful for them being a part of your life and helping you to evolve into who you are. So it's important we reflect on those too, not just those who are here in front of us or that we can call by phone or text or FaceTime or whatever. It's not just that. It's reflecting on those who are not here but had a significant impact on who you are. So it's also that as well.
Again, if you got any questions or comments you would like to have addressed, go ahead. There's the number right there, or you could type it in the comment section, as well as you can go ahead and scan the QR code if you want more information. Again, Lenette, she's here for you, and she's not here to sell you anything, just to give you information. Just we're just having a conversation. So if you have
That's
any
all.
questions out there, join us on this dialogue right here. Go ahead. Mhm.
Mhm. So I don't, want you to think, I'm not trying to put a damper on Thanksgiving because I'm going to enjoy myself as well when it's time to be with family and to just enjoy that time with them and just reflect on some of the experiences we've had, some of the events in our lives, and where are we going from this point. And I know some of you go, okay, Lynette, now you have given this is a catalyst for me or an opportunity to talk to my family members, even maybe even some friends about thinking about proactive protection. And so I don't really know what to say to them. And as I said before, your comfortability. Me, I'm the type, and I don't come out and just straightforward say anything about death. As I said before, proactive protection is from birth to death, okay, in preparation and securing those financially for your loved ones. So the way you could do this, if you're not quite sure, is give me a call and we can talk, because as I said, everyone is individual about how they may approach the subject. And or you can give them my number and I can talk to them. So it doesn't have to be, that here we are, we're together and we need to talk about proactive protection. I mean, if that's how you do it, that's fine. It just depends on you. But everybody's not comfortable with doing that because of how others perceive when you talk about, well, what is proactive protection? What is that? Well, it's, you know, preparing for the, I mean, pretty much preparing for the future, protecting our futures. If we become, ill, or we we want to make sure that if something were to happen to us, that our children, our grandchildren, or whomever it is, would be protected. And that's just a way to say it. And say, but you can just tell them that's just a summary, a concise version, and but there is someone you can talk to for more information, or if they happen to be with you. I don't mean like on Thanksgiving now, because I'm trying I'm
Yeah.
trying to enjoy Thanksgiving too, right?
Right. Right. Yep.
But you're at the dinner table. They said, I need to talk to her right now. That would
Hmm.
be interesting. So but say, well, no, today she's trying to enjoy, her family as well. So, well, we can give her a call tomorrow, which would be Friday. And that would be fine, perfectly fine to do that. Because I know some of you're like, listen, they need to talk to you right now, or they're just not going to listen. But just say, Friday is good too. Because I want to, as they're enjoying family and enjoying each other and talking. And I'm sure there's some games on tomorrow, some other events after dinner. And so I want you to enjoy your day as well. So if you'd like for me to talk with them, there's no problem. Just have them give me a call, or you give me a call, and they can be there, and we can have a conversation from there.
That's good right there. Um,
Mhm.
we're seeing a lot of different commercials. So
Mhm.
for well, insurance, what they call it, like
Right,
universal
right,
life insurance or something
right,
like that. So
right.
and and I'm sure they're going to be more bombarding over the holidays. So
Mhm.
how should people react to that for us? I guess inquiring about it, or just reading the fine print, I guess. Uh, hopefully that makes sense. I guess what
Yeah,
I'm
I
going
understand what
after.
you're saying. You're saying that,
Hmm.
as this is a time of reflection
Hmm.
and families being together and
Hmm.
um, just enjoying and being, having that gratitude and being
Hmm.
thankful, they may see and I'm not sure, but they may see an increase of, again, saying this is a gift that you
Right.
want to give to your family members and those that are closest to you, who you love dearest.
Right.
So, who are dear to you. So, what I would say is, I mean, see what commercial is about. If you have questions, you can write them
Hmm.
down, make a note of them. And if you want some
Hmm.
clarity, you can give me a call. If you want clarity, that's fine. That's not to take
Hmm.
you away from saying, you know, um, don't pay attention. That's not what I'm saying at all. As I said before, knowledge is power, and
Hmm.
getting a better understanding of actually what is being shown to you is also power. So
Right.
you get a better understanding. So if you're not clear, that's fine. Give me a call. And that's not to stray you away from anyone. It's just, if you will, I'm not quite sure. Could you just so before I make a decision, could you
Hmm.
please explain this to me so that I'm clear? That is perfectly fine.
Well, I definitely seen a lot of it because yeah, I'll be meaning to try to save it to send to you whatever on social media. See,
Oh,
I've
okay.
seen a lot of these commercial spots being put out there. So
Okay.
um, yeah, 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 knowledge is power, just like you said.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't do a lot TV. I do watch some. So social media, I am on there.
Okay.
Um, but there are particular feeds that I take that I actually read, or what have you. But that's interesting that you've seen that in a
Yeah.
variety of places. But that is what you do, right?
Right.
So
Exactly.
so that's good to know. But again, even if you see it on social media, hear it on radio, um,
Hmm.
or TV, radio, social media, wherever you see it. If you have a question, just get as much information as you can about it,
Hmm.
and then give me a call, and we'll talk. And that's not to stray you away from whomever it is on social media, the television, or radio. It's not to do that at all. It's just to make sure you're informed so you can make the best decision for you and your family.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what's most important to me. So it's not about trying to get you to actually purchase anything. That's not my intent at all. Not at all.
Nope, not at all. So go ahead again. If you'd like to comment here, or go ahead and give her a call, or even
Mhm.
scan the QR code as well. Okay. Again, she's here for you. She's been getting some clients here and there, and it's just folks wanting to find out some more information, and that's pretty much what it's all about.
That's it. It's about, as I said before, I'm an educator first. I, and that is from those that are children to adults. So that's everybody. It's
Children
everyone.
to adults. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, man.
So that's why I'm an educator first, and this happens to be with adults, but it does and may impact children in your life as well, and your loved ones.
Hmm.
So
What about a high schooler who's just graduating high school and is working and things like that? Um, this, I'm sure this would be something good for them to get in contact with you on concerning proactive protection.
if they are under the age of 18, it would have to be a parent that would
Okay,
contact me about it, because you're talking about if because you're considered an adult at 18.
at
So
18, right?
at 18 and over, yes, I can talk to that individual.
Okay.
But if they are younger than 18, and you're saying 17, 16, then of course
No,
that
see,
would be the parent that I
right.
talk with. This is a good
Okay,
question.
because I know a couple of them. Thank you. Because I know a couple 18s and even 19-year-olds that they're about to leave high school, and so yeah,
That's fine.
this would be good
You
for them.
know, it's more of an age, not necessarily where they are or if they've graduated. It's just in terms of their age and being able to talk with them. Um,
Hmm. Wow,
yeah.
and I'm wondering too, this could help them for us. If say if they did get whole life and things worked out, that for us the living benefits. So because
Mhm.
at that age, yes, they need money, but they could use it as an investment or to whatever to assist them in case they get into a bind. I guess. Again, I'm just hypothetically thinking
That's a,
about it.
that's a good that's a good point. No, I like you to because you're thinking, and I think other people are maybe thinking the same thing, but may not necessarily know how to ask that. And so you are helping being the vessel to help them. So
Mhm.
as I said before, when if you're 18, 19 years old, 20, that's an optimal time to have the conversation with me about, well, how can I prepare for my future? Or what does all this entail? I hear all these terms, you have the universal life, you have the whole life, you have living benefits, you have all these many terms. Well, what does it mean? But that's the first thing. Well, what does all that mean? Because I know there's a lot of different terms that you hear. So I can also help you. Well, what are the differences? How might this help me? How might this be beneficial to me now or in the future? So, for example, I'll say again, there's a difference between permanent and term. I always say this because as you all are coming across certain terms, not in terms of term proactive protection, but in terms of the different, if it's what I want to say, if it's term, if it's permanent, is it whole life, universal, living benefits, what does all that mean? So, for example, I'd always like to go back to let you know what the difference is between the two, because it depends on what your goals are. As I mentioned before, when it comes to what would be the best option for you, It depends on what your needs are, and the needs of each individual vary. So it cannot be cookie cutter. So, what may be in the best interest or based on the needs of another individual does not necessarily mean that is the same for you. So, permanent is your whole life, your universal life, for example, or final expenses, those there. Those are some of the terminology you may hear. Those are permanent proactive protection options. And that meaning that it can span from now to when you are approved or found qualified until the remainder of your life. Okay. Term is for a specific period of time. So it may be 10 years, it may be 20 years, it may be 30 years. It depends again on what your needs are and which would be the best option for you. So it really depends on what it is you say your needs are based on having a conversation with me. So before you even, if it's you're not talking with me, but with another advisor, independent advisor, think about that. What are my needs? So when you go, or if you don't know what your needs are, and having that conversation with that advisor, saying, these are my needs, this is what I want to do in the future, and what would be the best option for me and my family. So,
Wow. Yeah, pretty much that's the foundation of it. All right. Again, you're based upon your needs. And that's very, very important.
yeah,
Because
yeah. But
definitely
mhm. Go
you
ahead.
cannot tell them their needs other than
You
based on
cannot.
the information they give.
Right. And you know you best. So you have to help me know you. And that's why we do a needs analysis first, because I don't know what it is you need. And but you communicate that what you need so you can make an informed decision and we can help advise you on that. So that's why it's not cookie cutter, because everyone has different experiences, different situations, different goals they set aside. And so we just want to make sure that we're meeting those.
Yeah, that's what makes the world interesting. We all have different needs,
Very
goals.
unique. Each of us are
Very
different,
unique.
and we come with different experiences, different perceptions of things. And so I just want to help make sure that it's clear for you so you can make an informed decision. But, that's why I say this is the time of the year where we start reflecting on what we're thankful for. And it's very important that as we think about that, well, I'm very thankful for my family. I'm very thankful for my job, having certain interactions with people that have helped me grow, all of that. But in that reflection, how can I continue beyond this time here, protecting them financially or securing them and securing their future? So this is a great time to start thinking about that. And if you already have some type of option or policy, it's a great time to start reviewing it if you haven't already this year. Because again, I'm thankful, could be thankful a birth of a child and some other life changes. And this will be also a great time to look at, okay, I have not reviewed my policy with my advisor. So this will be a great time too to reflect upon that and see, well, are my needs being adequately met with what I have currently? Because like I said, you may have some life changes. And so you may have to talk with your advisor about, well, what is available for me now that I've had this life change, or where do I go from here? So it's also that too, not just for those who may not have proactive protection, but those who already have it as well.
I said again, you scan the QR code, or if you're watching live and you'd like to post a comment or so, a question, feel free to do so. Okay. Again, Lenette Hillian is here with the Proactive Protection Vodcast. And yes, you'd like to even just call her or even pass her number on to someone that you know that might need her assistance. All right.
Right.
Or
So I
just
can
want
do the talking
information.
for you. That won't be a
There
problem.
you go. There you go.
I can do the talking for you. I can do that for you
Hmm.
because they may have other questions and you may go, I'm not sure. And even if they do, you're talking with them and I'm not sure, but I know someone who could answer your question. Then, of course, just pass my number on. That's fine.
Matter of fact, hey, that's a gift right there. You can give
It sure
somebody.
is. It
Yeah,
sure
give them
is.
her number right there.
There
Hey,
you go. That's a gift. I love
it.
it. I love it.
Yes,
I love it.
yes,
Here's a
yeah.
gift. We're
That's
celebrating
right.
early.
That's it. Give the gift of proactive protection. Hey, there it is. Hey, you know,
That would be
yeah,
good.
yeah. It's pretty interesting. Like I said, we don't think about stuff like this until we get to that point, and we just have
Yeah.
to change our mindset, our way of thinking,
Right.
and but
Right.
a part of it is that it's consumerism that has clouded our mind to
Yeah.
what really matters, and yeah, I could definitely say that just based upon my observation, and because
Hmm.
a lot of marketing is going to be done throughout these holidays of
Right.
stuff of things,
Right.
things that depreciate a lot faster.
Right.
But
Right.
why not give the gift of proactive protection? You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
Hey,
when we say that, I don't mean necessarily that in terms of making a purchase. That's not what I mean. What I mean is the
right,
gift could just be simply the information, and that is what he's saying. He's not saying because I'm not here to sell you anything.
right,
I just keep it real with you and keep it very transparent because I believe that that will help you understand better about when I say, it's about from birth until death. It's that whole period. It's not just thinking about when we die. It's more than that. Now there are more options that you may qualify for. And again, when I say that, when if you do decide to submit an application, then again, as I said before, it's no guarantee that because you submit an application that you're automatically approved or qualified for it.
right.
So, but I don't want that to have you step back and say, well, then what's the whole reason of me even attempting to tell someone else about it or for me to even think about it? And again, as I said before, it's a valid question, valid statement. However, you will not know until you talk with an advisor that can advise you on what are my options. And that's why we have these conversations about um, any, medical, anything of that nature. Some options, depending on your age range, you may not have to have a medical exam. It just depends on the option again. So that's why I'm saying don't think it's just because I have this going on or I have this condition that I am not going to be qualified. It's a possibility. However, again, as I said, you do not know until you talk with an advisor. You don't know. And one thing I can say, because currently this is what I'm doing now, is being licensed, and we're licensed in each state. So let me say that. So I'm licensed in Virginia's my home state, my resident state, North Carolina, Texas, Georgia, and Maryland. So
Hmm.
Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia, and Texas. Again, those are the ones currently that I am licensed. If it is another state, there's something, like I said before, that I need to do on my part.
And she will do it. Definitely, she will get it done.
Yeah, I definitely,
Yes.
yes, I will, because I'm in the process now, in terms of being licensed, that we have to renew our license. And so we have to make sure we have the most up-to-date, recent, in terms of training, we have to do that as well. We're doing that constantly because,
Hmm.
information changes, laws change, things change. And it could be in that particular state. So we make sure that we stay up to date. And that's how we stay up to date and how we can help you, help advise you.
There it is. Again, there's a QR code right there. Go ahead on and scan it, or just simply give her a call and
Give me a
or
call.
pass her number around to somebody who you know might need her services. All right. Hey, trust
Exactly.
me, it's all about again being proactive in our mindset and knowing what our needs are. Right, because
Hmm.
things do change. All right. Well, hey, look,
Yes.
that's going to do it for us here.
Mhm.
Any last words you want to say?
The only thing I like to say is I hope that you have a happy Thanksgiving, and remember of what you're thankful for, and just enjoy the moment with your family, with your friends, and just remember some of the things we've said in our conversation here, and that I would be more than happy to talk to family members, the entire family, doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that you're informed.
And we are thankful for you to coming on here every week for bringing valuable information
Thank you. It's my
to
pleasure.
us.
My pleasure.
Definitely. Yes. Well, hey, look, you all have a happy Thanksgiving, happy
Mhm.
holidays, and you all be safe out
Everyone.
there. And we'll see you for another segment of the proactive protection vodcast. Again, that that whatever
But
that number
I'm
said.
thankful for you that you're able to be on here because I could be
Yeah.
trying.
Hey, thank you for having me. Appreciate you. All right, hey, you all have a good one, and we'll see you again. All right.